Well, friends, it's almost 4 in the morning, and I'm nearing the end of my flight. I have had a few whiskeys this evening. Actually, I went out on a date with my ex. We went and saw a movie, and the movie was called Arrival. It was good. I recommend it. Well, after I got home, I had me some famous grouse, black grouse. And then I had some Tamdu Tan, followed by some I'm not sure what I had, but I had a few whiskeys, and the last of those 4 or 5 was the Jura Elixir. I think I have 1 dram left of that one, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to find any again. But right now, I'm near the end. I'm getting to the point of going to bed there, which I haven't made, but that's okay. It's okay. But at the end of a flight of 4 or 5 drams, I'm at the point where I'm inebriated. Yes, I will confess to that. I'm not exactly, I haven't had too much to drink. I believe I've spread this out over 3 or 4 hours. I'm not drunk. I'm still in control of my faculties, but I'm feeling pretty good. And I'm feeling pretty happy. And to top off a night like this, to top off a flight, shall we say, I like to end it with a bang. I like to end it with something really strong. Now, about a month ago, I finished the heels of a bottle of Glenfarclas 15, which I enjoyed a lot. I like Glenfarclas 15. And I ended up looking at Ralphie, and he had shown a non-age statement Glenfarclas 105, this one here. And this was before he stopped doing reviews of non-age statement whiskeys. Now he just does age statement whiskeys, and if it doesn't have an age statement on it, pah. However, this one, he said at the time, is most likely the best of the range, the Glenfarclas 105. This one is no slouch. It's bottled at 60% alcohol by volume. This is a 700 milliliter bottle, so it's of the width of the European tradition instead of a 750. It cost me, I have the bill here somewhere, a grand total of what is this? Oh, it is this one, I think. Yeah, Glenfarclas 105 with all taxes and stuff included, It's $110.50. Yeah, that's a little much to pay, but if you consider that it's 60% alcohol by volume, you would be getting more than a liter of whiskey if it was bottled at 40%. And there's some writing on the back here. I'll see if I can make some sense of it. If I can. In 1968, my father, Georgius Grant, decided to bottle a cask of Glenfarclas at natural strength as a Christmas gift for family and friends. The strength of that single cask was 105 British proof. So Glenfarclas 105 was born. We still select some of the finest casks from our warehouses and vat them together without adding water to give a consistent strength of 60%. And today, Glenfarclas 105, the world's first commercially available cask strength whiskey, is just as smooth as ever. Glenfarclas 105 is dry and assertive, with a rich spiciness that combines with the hints of oak and sherried fruit to create a perfect warming dram. In short, all the great flavors of Glenfarclas in one glass. Ooh. This might be really nice. Well, let's go for it. I was looking for something to replace that Aberlour A'Bunadh and also that Glenfarclas 105, Glenfarclas 15. And this may be the one to replace both of those. Now, since I'm running out of space, it's nice to have... Ooh, beautiful pop on that one. It's nice to have a whiskey that can take the place of two others. Ooh, that's about 60 mils. That's okay. 60% alcohol by volume. It's going to last a while. All right. I smell sherry right off the pop. Sherry, but the sherry is not overpowering because the alcohol is very strong. This is an instance where the alcohol will anesthetize the taste buds. %60 alcohol by volume. This is, oh yeah, it's got legs. It's got legs. It's got legs. They just drift down the glass. This is taking me back to grade 1, where they had a piece of paper where you had to color the different things that were put up. And one of my classmates put red legs on everything. And he said, they all got red legs. Well, this being a sherry cask, matured single malt scotch, it's got red legs when you see the legs coming down the glass. I hope I'm not sounding like too much of a drunk when I say that. Yeah, there's the the sherry cask, but it's not overpowering, probably because it's balanced by the high ABV of 60%. It's not unpleasant. It's going to dry my mouth out, I know it. Well, let's do it the right way and taste it neat first and see what happens. Mm. 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 Yeah, a lot of sherry. That is rich and strong. There is a balance between the sherry on one side and the alcohol by volume on the other side. One takes away from the other. The alcohol will, in this instance, will take away from the flavor rather than transport it to you. I'm just getting raisins, dates, and figs and alcohol. Let's taste it one more time. Ooh, anesthetic. Anesthetic and dark fruits. Let us add some water to this beast. 1 spoon. Not quite a full spoon, but a spoon. Now let's see what happens. Will we make this more enjoyable? What do we get from the nose? Now, curiously enough, I'm not getting... Oh, there it is. It still needs to open up. Sherry. And just a hint of caramel. And something else. I think that something else is still alcohol. Yeah. It's still a strong, almost paralyzing alcohol. Taste again. Strangely enough, it's still strong on the alcohol, but I'm beginning to get some caramel notes out of it. Woody tannins somewhat, but there's definitely a caramel, and along with that caramel is a little bit of vanilla on the side, but it is still strong as stink. So let's add another bit of water. Let's see if we can bring out more caramel and vanilla. and get a few more flavors out of the fruity notes. I wanted to try this one for quite a while. Okay, let this baby open up a little bit. Maybe I could use some water on that palate too, because my tongue is kind of paralyzed. All I seem to taste is the alcohol. All right. I'm getting very little. Oh, wait. I'm getting those dark fruit notes again. I'm getting, ooh, lots of wood. Lots of wood. Along with some of the caramel, I'm tasting oak. Lots of wood. Let's go again. I'm getting a somewhat nutty flavor from the wood. Not so much caramel or toffee or, well, there's some vanilla. Yeah. Dark fruits as well. Maybe a bit of a tobacco note, like the fresh tobacco when you open a tin of tobacco. Been many years since I rolled my own and been many years since I smoked, but there's some of that in there. The aftertaste doesn't seem to be very long. It's just a dryness on the roof of the mouth. And then when that dryness is gone, there's a little something coating the mouth. And it's a little bit bitter, probably from the European oak used in the sherry casks that was used to mature this whiskey. Once again, I'm not getting, I don't believe I could have drowned it. I've only brought it down to about 48%. I don't believe I brought it any lower than that. Once again, the dark fruits. Mouth-watering. Very mouth-watering. I'm getting, once again, that nuttiness. That strong, slightly bitter kind of taste from the tannins of the European oak. The dark fruits seem to fade to the side, and my tongue is left dry. There's not much of an aftertaste, probably because of the high alcohol content. I'm going to try and add just a little more water and see if I will be rewarded for my efforts, or if this is just going to drown it. 60% is a strong whiskey. I prefer whiskeys that are 50% or less. There are a couple of exceptions where it's like 51 or 52% that I enjoy very much, as is neat. But you can't drink 60% alcohol by volume whiskey neat and enjoy it. Oh, dark fruits again. Wine. There's a freshness to it now. Oh, I believe I have hit the sweet spot now. What was it, 3 spoons like this? Now I got the dark fruits, figs and raisins. Oh, that is quite an explosion of dark fruits on the tongue. Lovely. Lovely. Damn it, I've been going on for a while on this, haven't I? Well, let's see now. If I can get some more of that. Oh yeah. If you persevere, you will hit the sweet spot. I got the fruits. The alcohol is not too much. There's some caramel in there. A hint of vanilla. And the aftertaste. The aftertaste is slightly bitter from the European oak that made up the casks in which this was aged. I don't believe it's been aged for that long a time. Ooh. But it's definitely a nice way to finish up a long flight. Sláinte and good night.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.